Hello everyone. Today's 2024 election prediction will be between New York City Mayor Eric Adams and former President Donald Trump. Now, Trump would hang on to states like Utah, Wyoming, Idaho, Montana solidly, North Dakota, South Dakota, Kansas, Oklahoma, Nebraska at large, Nebraska's 1st district and Nebraska's 3rd. He will improve in Nebraska's 1st, I do believe, because Joe Biden's unpopularity will hurt Eric Adams extremely. However, Eric Adams, as an African American, will do pretty well in the South. He will turn out those crucial African Americans that the Democratic Party needs to win states like Georgia and North Carolina. I really do believe that Florida is out of reach for Eric Adams. I think that state of Alaska would be likely for Donald Trump. He will not improve more than 5% here. Louisiana, Arkansas, Missouri would be solid. Kentucky, Tennessee, Mississippi, Alabama would also be solid, along with West Virginia. I believe that South Carolina, the state of South Carolina, will be likely for Donald Trump because Eric Adams will turn out African Americans here. I don't see Eric Adams doing pretty well in the state of Texas. He doesn't really connect with these voters. He is from the state of New York, pretty far away. They don't really share the same values all that much. I think Eric Adams would win solidly in California. I think he would win solidly in Oregon, even though Hillary Clinton did not in 2016. I think he will win in Washington, D.C., Maryland, Delaware, New Jersey, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, and Vermont. I think his home state, New York, will definitely be solid for him, along with Maine's 1st district, and I think Maine at large would be likely for Eric Adams. I think Illinois and Hawaii would also be safe for him. I see him doing pretty well in progressive states like Colorado and New Mexico. These are going to stay likely states. These are pretty purple states. However, they are progressive, and Eric Adams is the fit for here. I really don't see Eric Adams doing pretty well in the state of Indiana. I think that would be solid for Donald Trump. And in Iowa and Ohio, these are states that did not shift to the left much from the 2016, in the 2020 election. We remember that almost all states shifted to the right, right? Shifted to the left. Most of them, right? Well, Ohio and Iowa did, however, it was not a shift as much as a lot of these other states, alright? They did not shift very much compared to other states. It was only like 1% to 2%, right? So Trump really will hang on to this. Biden's unpopularity really will hurt Adams in the district of Nebraska's 2nd. I think this would be a lean district for Donald Trump. I don't see Eric Adams doing pretty well in this state or in this district. Minnesota, I do think, would go lean for Eric Adams. He will turn out Democrats here. But the president's unpopularity, of course, is going to affect him in all places, right? Donald Trump will carry Maine's 2nd by a likely margin. I see Eric Adams doing pretty well in the state of New Hampshire. I think it would be a pretty close race, probably 2 to 3%. He will turn out Democrats here, and that's really all you need. And remember, he's not like someone like Pete Buttigieg, who's in the Biden administration. He's not someone who's closely affiliated with the unpopular Biden and Harris administration. In Virginia, I do think he would win this state by a lean margin, saying that they do have a Republican governor. Of course, it's going to make it a lean margin rather than a likely margin. In Arizona, I don't see Eric Adams doing well here. I think Trump will flip the state to a lean margin. But saying that Hillary Clinton won Nevada by 2.4%, and it didn't shift to the left or the right at all, Biden would go on to win it by a lean margin also in 2020. He would go on to win it by 2.4% also in 2020. This is a Democratic state. It's as simple as that, especially on the presidential level. Biden's unpopularity will hurt him somewhat here, but I see Eric Adams winning the state by 1.5 to 2.5%. I don't think we're going to see much of a major shift here because Eric Adams is not necessarily like a safe choice for the nomination, but not someone like AOC or Andrew Yang who will steer away traditionally Democratic voters, especially in a state like Nevada. Wisconsin is another state where I don't see Eric Adams really having much of a connection to voters. I think Trump would improve here than from 2016 and definitely 2020. I do think Wisconsin would go for Donald Trump, but Eric Adams is a pretty popular guy. He hasn't done anything bad yet. His approval ratings are up. He hasn't even been inaugurated yet, now that I think of it. Anyway, But Michigan has a high African American population. We do need to remember that, and they will turn out for Eric Adams, just like the South. It's not just the South. There are African Americans in big city states like Michigan that will turn out for Eric Adams. I really do see this being a tilt margin just because of the president's unpopularity. Some Democrats might not turn out, or some African Americans might not turn out for Eric Adams. In the state of Pennsylvania, I really do see Eric Adams pulling out a win here. Definitely a tilt margin, mostly because he does connect with these voters, probably more than Donald Trump. Donald Trump has that weird appeal, but Eric Adams comes right next door from New York City, right? He has more of a connection in a state like New Jersey or a state like Connecticut. But Pennsylvania, it's right near New York. They have the same values, and he knows the jobs here. Some of these 2016 Trump voters I see turning out for Eric Adams. And most importantly, I really do see Eric Adams reuniting the Obama coalition, something that, Joe Biden did really in 2020, but Eric Adams will unite it further. However, the president's unpopularity is going to hurt him very much so, and many Democrats will stay home. Alright, he is on the verge of victory and 2 electoral votes away. He just needs one of these 3 southern states, but if he loses them all, then he will lose the election. In the state of Florida, I think Trump will win by a lean margin, as he did in 2020. I think he has a shot of improving, but probably not. This is a state that ever since 2008 has been becoming more Republican. That's really interesting to me. It shifted to the right in 2020. We have to remember that. And Donald Trump is a popular guy in the state of Florida. Eric Adams, not so much. In the state of Georgia, this is really a tough call for me, but saying that it did go to Biden in 2020 and Donald Trump is still Donald Trump, there will be that anti-Trump vote. We do have to remember that. I think Eric Adams will narrowly carry the state of Georgia. I think this will definitely be a tilt margin. And in North Carolina, I think it's going to go to Donald Trump, also by a tilt margin. I think these would be the 2 closest states, along with Pennsylvania, too, though. These really will be extremely close states, down to the wire. Likely a few recounts here. It might take a while for the votes to come in, but I think this is how it would play out. Eric Adams has won the presidency even if in a red wave year with 284 electoral votes to Donald Trump's 254. Thank you for watching, and I hope you stick around for another video.